Sidecar King of the Arena best pairs, and starting from gate 1 will be the 17P bike, Tony Hislop, Hayden Foothead. Alongside will be the 27B, Craig Bowler and Plummer. Then we've got the 7P, Matt Stewart, Nick Dunn. 73P of Barry Smith and Blair Meyer. 19V, John Hannon, Jackson Hannon. And out off the back, 32P of Sam Carter, Hayden Coombs. Although the 27 bike is going to be hard to beat, this is a huge race. And Bowler gets the jumper. Here comes Stewart across the top. Not to be, moves back into third. Around the outside of Horse, Bowler and Plummer are gone in the 27 bike. Horse and Aiden holding on to second. Stewart trying to find a way by the points leaders. Sitting there in third. Here comes Meyer, though, looking up the inside of Handbag. And out the back it is Hayden Coombs. The 32 bike from the rear grid is still at the tail of the field. But look at Craig Bowler and Plummer, the 27B bike. They've had it hooked up all weekend, going for their 5th win. Still Horse and Aiden sitting there in second. Matt Stewart, Nick Dunn in third. Handbag and Jackson are holding on to 4th. In the Smith-Meyer bike in 5th, although here comes Hayden Coombs trying to find a way to the outside of the white flag. It's 1 to go. No doubt about our winner. Even this far out, I could probably guarantee it'll be the 27 bike, grabbing 6 points. Horse and 8 in the 17, come home in second. Stewart and Dunn. We've got Handbag and Jackson Hannon. Then we go back to Barry Smith, Blair Meyer, and tailing it will be from grid 6, of course, the 32 bike, Sam Carter, Hayden Coombs. They only pick up 1. So 27B, 17P, 7P, 19V, 73P, and the 32P. This last heat is going to go down to the wire at the moment. Well, currently, 42 points for the 7P 21 bike combo, 39 points for the 88-27 combo and the 88 back on their own bike, 35 points for the 12 and 17, and 32 for the 73 and 13. The podium wide open, probably a battle between the top 2 steps and another battle for that last step on the podium. Be cool to see the 73 and 13 get up on the podium. And for this one, on the inside, the 13P bike, no 96, so it'll be the 88, 5P, 12, and off the back, the 21. Tapes her up. Big squeeze in the first bend. The 88 comes out in front of the 5. Wingnut holding on to second there. Here comes the 12 for Satherley. And the 13 looking to the inside of the 21. The Murrays make up a spot into 4th. It's 3 points on offer there for them. Could be enough. The 88 though out in front. In fact, they're going to need another point here of the Murrays. They look to the outside of the 12. Can Glenn Murray get the bike wound up down the straight? Still Bill Napier, Kayla Meehan out in front ahead of Wingnut and Rob on the 5. Glenn Murray's got to make a move here. He needs 1 extra point to seal the title, I think. White flag, 1 to go. The 88 bike out in front. Going to grab another 6. Or can Wingnut haul them in and take a point off them? What can Glenn Murray do as well? Wingnut goes real low, tries to dive. Glenn Murray to the outside is winding up. The 88 takes the win from the 5. 12 home in 3rd. 21 home in 4th. And there's 13 in 5th. Sidecar King of the Arenas, we have a runoff for first.
Oh.
So tied on 45 points is the combos of 88B, 27B, and the combo of 7P and 21P, both tied on 45 points.
99 on pole, Blake Adamson. 38 right behind him. That's Zane Dykstra. Porky Ellison beside him. Utes gone. We're gone green. We're racing. 99 is first into the corner. 38. William Humphries is back just a little bit. The 99S, the man out of Stratford, is leading so far. Blake Adamson. Zane Dykstra sitting in second place. Porky Ellison is in third place. Nobody would be more surprised, I would think, than Porky. William Humphries right on the inside. He's now in third place. Scott Joblin in behind him as well. So we've got Adamson, Dykstra, Humphries, Joblin, Ellison. Cody Hodge moved him to sixth place in the 21P. Adamson is well out. He's got probably 30 metres out. Scotty Joblin in the 52. Then we go to Dykstra, Zane Dykstra, sitting in third place. Showering of sparks down the grandstand straight. Getting into turn 4. Adamson still out in front by a good 20 to 30 metres. Scotty Joblin trying to pick him up, not making a lot of headway at the moment. Dykstra trying to pick up Scotty Joblin. He's not making a lot of headway, and neither is William Humphries. He's behind him as well. And Porky Ellison has come right back now. He's moved back to around 5th or 6th position. No, it'd be 7th position now in the tank. But Scotty Joblin sitting now on the tail of 99. Can he pick him up this time? Zane Dykstra in the 38. William Humphries behind him. Porky Ellison's decided that he'll come on the grass. Thanks very much, Mum. Scott Joblin using the wall to get around the shower of sparks. He's trying to catch 99. Not having a lot of luck at the moment. He's not far behind him, but he's not having a lot of luck picking him up. Zane Dykstra back another 20 to 30 metres, and William Humphries in behind him as well. Can he pick him up this time? He's right behind them, Scotty Joblin, right behind Blake Adamson. Having a bit of a nudge on the tail, getting it through on the inside. He's trying to give him a bit of a whip. I thought he might have tried to get him on the left rear just to move him slightly, but he couldn't. Can he do it this time as he goes into turn 4? Blake Adamson, 6 laps already up. Seems Scott Joblin is a little behind him again. He can't quite make up that extra 3 or 4 metres that he needs in order to deal to him. Then we go back another 30 metres to Dykstra, and then we go back probably 100 metres or so to William Humphries sitting in 4th place. 7 laps gone. Scotty Joblin right in behind him, but he just can't get that extra metre or 2 that he needs to deal to him. As he goes into turn 3, moving on to turn 4. Can he pick him up on the straight this time? If he comes in a little bit early, can he come onto the inside? No, he still can't do it. Scott Joblin still desperately trying to nail Blake Adamson. Not working so far. He's right behind him. He's moving closer. Can he give him a decent sort of a punt to move him wide? He's got to get there. He's got to get behind him enough to be able to do it. He's got to have contact with him. He's not far away, but he still needs an extra 2 or 3 metres in order to deal to him, and that's the problem. He doesn't have that. We go back about 50 metres to Dykstra, then we go back another 20, 30 metres to William Humphrey, and then we go back to Rebecca Barr, Adam Joblin, and Wayne Moss. Last lap, Blake Adamson, still the lead car. 52, Scotty Joblin desperately trying to pick him up. Can he have a go this time? Can he come on the inside? He's turned him around. He's got through. Has he got through? Yes, he has. He has taken it. Scotty Joblin in the 52 left it to absolutely the last possible moment to be able to slow down Blake Adamson, but he did it. Absolutely, he just slowed him down enough to be able to duck inside and pick him up. So well done, Scott Joblin. Great race from him. 12 laps. Blake Adamson in second. Zane Dykstra in 38V was third. William Humphries fourth in the 94P. Rebecca Barr. Then we go to Adam Joblin, Wayne Moss, Cody Hodge. Charlie Harper, he's in the 6P. Dave Evans in the other 6P. So Charlie Harper's off the front. Farmer Clausen in the 15, Malcolm Clausen. Beside him, Dave Evans in the other 6P. Then we go back to Elvis Rollins. Then we go back to the copy of the 24. That's Gary Smith. the 82 Bob Smith. We're away, we're racing. And Malcolm Clausen in the 15 is out of the front. Charlie Harper sitting in second place at the moment. Dave Evans in third place. Then Elvis Rowland sitting in fourth place. Are your first four. Malcolm Clausen in the 15. Charlie Harper trying to find a way down the inside. Dave Evans a little bit behind them. 30 Nest tailing up the field. That's Anthony Mayer. We've got 82 there too. 82, the Stratford car. It's the one we were talking about. That's Bob Smith car. Malcolm Clausen in the 15. Charlie Harper right behind him. Dave Evans is right behind him. And it's ironic, you've got three Dave Evans cars together, and the General himself is driving the one in third place. So Malcolm Clausen in the 15, the lead car. Charlie Harper, then we go back to Dave Evans. Then we go to Elvis Rowlands. Then we go to 24. That's Gary Smith. Then the 82 car of Bob Smith. Oh, a little bit of a touch up. It was in the 6 car. That's Charlie Harper trying to get through. Right, let's pick him up again. Charlie Harper, he's at the front. Oh, it's 15. It's Saul Farmer Clausen. That's right. Malcolm Clausen in the 15. Charlie Harper in second. Dave Evans in third at the moment. Then we go to the 1P, Elvis Rowlands. 52 is sort of on the track, off the track. But let's concentrate on the first four. Malcolm Clausen in the 15. The next Dave Evans car. Well, a replica of an next Dave Evans car. Charlie Harper in the immaculate 6. The next 6 is Dave Evans, the General himself, and then we go Elvis Rowlands in the 1P. And then the 24 out of Hamilton is Gary Smith. Malcolm Clausen in the 15. Charlie Harper, Dave Evans, Elvis Rowlands, then the 24. Gary Smith, first 4, or first 5 I should say, last lap. Malcolm Clausen leading them around. Let's see whether Charlie Harper can pass him. Is he going to have another shot on the inside? Can't do it. He's only going to come around the half a lap now, just a corner. Malcolm Clausen, oh, a little bit fishy in the back. Got it though. Took it out, Charlie Harper, Dave Evans, bouncing. Bouncing his way into turn 1, and the 82 car of Bob Smith in 4th place. Then we go back to Elvis Rowlands in the 1P in 5th place.
So off the front row, it will be the 416E, Rarity, and the 26V. Mizan Lee's 82P, Royderwin Stanley 74, Dave Houston Jr., Troy Cleveland in the 88, Ricky Hahn in the 54, 172, Daniel Burmester. He's got the single wing on. He doesn't want to wreck that double one. 99W, Tony McLaughlin. Missing Lucas Hay, 992, Taylor Lamp. We're about to get the green. Josh Humble's out there as well. William Humphreys, we get the green. And Rarity in the 416 gets us underway. That's Jack Rarity as Royderwin Stanley pushes his way through. Awesome shot of the sunset out of turn 2. As we've got a few going round is Ricky Hahn in front of the grandstand. William Humphreys pushes his way through. Kalen Mooney has to avert to the infield to get by. Hustle and bustle. Down the grandstand, down the main straightaway is Daniel Burmester. Oh, he's trying to push McLaughlin to the wall. Gets half spun there by Taylor Lamb. And William Humphreys goes to the infield courtesy of Blair Reeves Smith, the 94P. Our biggest mover from grid 31 up to 6th in heat 1. Gonna have to do it all again in this one. Jesse Henderson goes round, gets collected by a few.
454.
As does Matt Webb, the winner of heat 1. go red.
Ah,
And that probably is for the 84 car. Green's on. And a slow start there from Izan Lees. William Humphries is going to make his way back through the field now, the 94 car. And Daniel Burmester trying to pick up the 99W. He's got McLaughlin up. He's got him over. Burmester's got a rollover. Your race leader is, as they cross the line, going to be Royden Winstanley in the 82. Troy Cleveland in the 88. We go back to Hamish McLeod, Jack Rarity, Taylor Lamb, Mizan Lees, Caleb Mooney's down the rear of the field. William Humphries is slowly making his way through the 94 car. And Stanley, though, is your race leader from Cleveland. McLeod, Rarity, here comes Mizan Lees to the inside of Taylor Lamb. Wade Sweeting amongst it as well. And your defending King of the Arena champion, Kyle Rowe. Oh, Rarity gets pinballed, or he straightens up now. Dave Houston Jr. to the infield, the 74 from Greymouth. Mooney up into fourth. Ahead of Kyle Rowe, Wade Sweeting, Taylor Lamb. Rarity drops right back to eighth. Dion Henderson, Kyle Taylor, Bex Barr, Caleb Mooney, Byron Rollins. Ricky Hahn goes down a lap again. Humphries is making his way through the field, but he's a fair way back as Jaden Hall collects the wall, almost flips himself over. The 135, and he's parked it up by the grandstand. We could get a red here. In fact, we will, and that's for the 135. Right, revs are up. We get the green. The Winstanley ahead of the 667 and McLeod. 3 laps to go for Royden Winstanley. McLeod in second there. Here comes Troy Cleveland. Wade Sweeting in the 151. Just gets tagged there by Taylor Lamb. Kyle Rowe coming through as well, the 79. Mizan Lees back to Kyle Taylor. Jack Rarity and Dion Henderson rounding out the top 10, but it looks like Kalen Mooney trying to make his move up the inside of Dion Henderson. The 544. Rebecca Barr amongst it. Blair Reeve Smith, Byron Rollins, and William Humphries just tagging on the back. We'll get the white flag this time round though for Royden. Hamish McLeod riding behind. Oh, he loses it in the marbles there as he tried to take a bit of a dive to the inside.
Whoa.
It looks like Rarity's been pushed out of the way there in the 416 by Dion Henderson. It's going to be Royden Winstanley though, takes the well-deserved win here. Hamish McLeod in second. Taylor Lamb ahead of Wade Sweeting, Kyle Rowe. But Royden Winstanley picks up the win. Here to Hamish McLeod, Taylor Lamb, Wade Sweeting, Kyle Rowe, Troy Cleveland, Mizan Lees, Kyle Taylor, Kalen Mooney, William Humphries, the top 10.
Dennis Black, 54V, leading them off. 51 and behind them as well. That's Hannafield. Racing. 54, Dennis Black, right behind him, the 7S car. Emilio Hatcher. Rebecca Field in third. We've got a couple of cars spun out just coming out of turn 4. They'll return to the track. We've got one stalled just near turn 4. Whether they bring the reds on for that or not. Oh, he's moving now. Dennis Black, the lead car, 7S rider behind him. That's Emilio Hatcher, third, and third place 51. That's Hannafield. Dennis Black, Hannafield, Darryl Sanson in the 4V, Robert Sanson in the 42V. Then we go back to Alan Smith in the 58P. So 54V is your lead car, Dennis Black. Hannah Field is solidly in second place still. Daryl Sensen in the 4V in third. Robert Sensen in the 42V is in fourth. Almost a lap between first and second at this stage. Dennis Black in the 54V is the lead car. Hannah Field is second, 51P. He's just lapped her. It's very unusual. 4V, Daryl Sensen in third. 42 is Robert Sensen. Yes, I think there's a problem there somewhere. Now what you see is kind of what the computers are telling us. Yeah, 7S isn't, his transponder's not going. He's got no laps counted on him at all. So it's still 54V, 51V, 4V, 42V. 7 laps. 3 to go. Dennis Black. Last lap. 54V, Dennis Black on his last lap. Down the field, she's done 8. Dennis Black takes it out. The rest are 1 lap down. He's lapped everybody else, and there's 1 lap down. Hannah Field's done 9, as is Daryl Sensen and Robert Sensen.
So off the front, we've got the 43S Roger Detling, 42B Zane Pullen, then we go to 48P's Dana May, 6S Gary Adamson, 565 Blake Barnett, some stock car points through as well. Outside of Blake on row 392, Gemma Barnes 53 out there, Reese White 157 Jack Lemus Martin, the 77 looks like is missing. 4 Jasmine Tiamo, 91V of Ryan Turner. No 33. The 7P Charlie O'Hara 56. Holly Lowe 72V out there. Liam Linklater 17. Rachel O'Hagan.
I know. There's only 3-4 races left.
Yeah, right. We got the rolling start and we got the green. Roger Detling gets us in front. Zane Pullen.
Oh, one of the grass.
Yeah, that's Dana May in the 48 car. Keep an eye down the back for our points leaders, especially the 145 and the 43. Dylan Colvin's making his move now. 145 of Seth Hodge. He's up into 16th. Probably even further forward than that now. Let's have a quick look as they cross the line for the first time. Hodge up to 12. Colvin into 18. So the title could be well and truly open. But out in front, it's Gary Adamson. He won Heat 1. Didn't have the best of runs in Heat 2. See what he can do for heat 3. He's currently
Jimmer Barnes
on
on
48
4.
points. 46, Kevin Penn just across the infield there. Gets back on track, all good. Dylan Colvin now makes his move up the inside of Rachel O'Hagan. The 43 car making moves. Gary Adamson out in front. Ahead of Reese White, Blake Barnett, Gemma Barnes, Jack Lemus-Martin, Roger Detling, Ryan Turner, Zane Pullen, Connor Linklater, Holly Lowe, your top 10. Seth Hodge down to 12th now. Colvin still running in that 18th spot. 43P car. Oh, one goes onto the infield. That's the 148 Hamish Eagle. Everyone had to take a bit of action to get out of the way of that one. Take a look. Seth Hodge we're trying to find here. And that's Gary Adamson. He's going to, if he finishes as he does, Gary Adamson finish on 70 points. He can't go any higher. The 145 of Hodge is who we need to keep an eye on as he makes his way through the field. Now up into 10th spot is the 145. No, can't quite make the move. Colvin starting to though, the 43 car. Potential podium here for him. Reese White sitting in second, Gemma Barnes in third. We go back to Jack Lemus-Martin, Roger Detling, out of Stratford. Gary Adamson, 5 laps to go for the 6S. Leading the way ahead of the 53V, Reese White. 92V, Gemma Barnes, 565, Blake Barnett. He'll be annoyed after the Heat 1 DNF, because Blake finished up in third in Heat 2. Great if he put on the podium, Blake. He's auto racing that car next year, I believe. 157, Lemus-Martin in behind. Then we go to Connor Linklater. 71V, Roger Detling. Zane Pullen, Seth Hodge now up into 9th. Colvin only into 16th. Bit of work to do for the 43 car to try and hold on to that podium. He can get by a couple more here. He's got Ollie Lowe in front. As Jacob Buckle gets pushed out the way, the 99. So Colvin makes up a couple of spots there. Got Dan Dittmer pushing him behind. He's only 2 points further back. Feel like we may end up with a runoff amongst this lot.
5 to go.
Dittmer goes underneath Colvin now. Oh, Houston's looking pretty quick too in the 94. White flag, 1 to go for Gary Adamson, the 6S car. Nothing much he can do from here, aside from take the max points and hope for the best when it comes to his rivals. And it will be Gary Adamson that takes the win. Heat 1 and Heat 3 to Adamson. Gemma Barnes, 92V, home in second. Reese White in third. Connor Linklater, the 71V, ahead of Jack Lemus-Martin, the 157. 565, Blake Barnett. Roger Detling in 7th, and it looks like Seth Hodge is home in 8th. That could well be enough for young Seth Hodge to take home the Manawatu title. So 21P is going to start from gate 1. That's Glenn and Emma Murray. 27B, Craig Bowler and Plummer of 2. Off gate 3, it's a 7P bike. Matt Stewart, Nick Dunn. And off the back, off gate 4, sorry, on the outside, 88. Bill Napier, Kayla Meehan, winner take all. This is for the top spot on the King of the Arena podium. And Glenn Murray, can he get the run to the line? Bowler to the outside, Murray's on the inside. Pushing on through, Murray holds it. Bowler has to get out of the throttle. Glenn Murray leading the race so far, and this is for the title. First across the line, wins it for their pair. Glenn Murray, Emma Murray leads it. Ahead of Craig Bowler and Plummer. Matt Stewart, Nick Dunn, sitting there in third. Bill Napier, Kayla Meehan in fourth. But Glenn and Emma Murray, 2 to go for the 21P bike. Craig Bowler trying to find a way by on the outside. Oh, Murray's made a mistake on the exit. Bowler's ready to pounce. Glenn Murray's got to keep the bike nice and tight. Craig Bowler's sitting there ready to go. White flag, 1 to go. This is for the title. Bowler tries to put the front wheel up the inside and move Glenn Murray out wide. Great shots from the drone. Look at them going to work. The swingers as well, trying to do everything. But it's the father-daughter combination. Glenn and Emma Murray out of turn 4 to take the win and take the title.
That was good Speedway racing.
That was great Speedway. That start, Glenn Murray, Emma Murray just held their own against arguably the best combination all weekend of Craig Bowler and Plummer. But the 21P bike of Glenn and Emma Murray, if they didn't touch the tapes, they only needed to finish. They only needed 1 point to win the title. They done it the hard way in a runoff with Matt Stewart and Nick Dunn. But here are your Sidecar King of the Arena champions, thanks to Dowie Contracting in Nelson. Glenn and Emma Murray on the 21P bike. Matt Stewart, Nick Dunn on the 7P. Binkston will set the pace. He was the top point scorer, Binkston. 14 points he picked up, opposed to Flynn's 13, Waddell's 12. What can Peter Binkston do? We saw him win heat 1 from grid 2, Dave.
What can he do?
15 laps, a long way though. We saw the setup quite right in heat 2. Go. Done the squiggly line this time.
Yeah.
So who gets to start where? Closest to the line. That's
Closest
going to
to
throw
the
them
wall.
off, isn't it? Right. Binkston sets the pace on the outside of Grant Flynn. And we get the green. Looks like Flynn actually got the jump there. And Waddell and Binkston trying to find his way back to the bottom. Waddell trying to use every bit of that pole line as well, as Binkston slots into second. Waddell now up the inside of Binkston. Here comes Ashley Halcrow as well in the 42. Waddell trying to find a way up the inside of Binkston, can't quite do it. The stealth car. Well, to us it looks unbalanced, Dave, but the setup of these Super Saloons is incredible. The way they drive them. Grant Flynn leads it though, the 6B, ahead of Peter Binkston in the 58. 18 of Sam Waddell, 42 Ashley Halcrow, 24 Marty Halcrow. We go back to the 27 of Joe Ingram, the 7 of Richard Drever, and Josh Barrety, and the 23 tailing the field. Sam Waddell, fastest car on track, then Binkston, then Flynn. Just can't find a way past him. Richard Drever, he's going to join at an awkward time of the race for our race leaders. Looks to the inside of Flynn. Waddell, we go yellow. That is for Ashley Halcrow by the looks of things, the 42. So I don't know if there was an incident between herself and Drever. We go green this time round. Just 3 laps into our Manawatu Super Saloon Champs feature. And Grant Flynn, the 6B, is the race leader. And we get the green. 6B, Flynn leads it ahead of the 16, straight to 58. Binkston, it's hard not to call it 16 when it's got a big number right on the side, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. 58, 16, 58, whatever.
Yep. Binkston looks to go to the inside of Flynn now, trying to find a way down the bottom. Waddell just dropping back a wee bit in the 18 car. Halcrow, it's Martin Halcrow into 4th. Joe Ingram in 5th. Back to Verity. Binkston is still trying to find a way up the inside of Grant Flynn. The 6B car, he's podium here before Flynn. In fact, he's won it. He's won this title way back 2004. And Ashley Halcrow's come off in the 42. Our podium is driven away from the field, no doubt about that. I'd say Bingston's pretty much guaranteed the top three from here. Which of those steps will he be on? We'd love to see him on the top one, that's for sure, in his first track. Grant Flynn, though, is starting to pull away a wee bit. Sam Waddell is still the fastest car on the track. He's still the quickest car out there, 16.7. The other two are only clocking 16.9s. Get 5 laps to go this time round, 2/3 of the way through the race. Grant Flynn, the 6B, get the 58P and the 18N. Joe Ingram gets around the outside of Marty Halgrove, and that's the 4. Kingston can catch Flynn from here unless he finds another line with a lot of drive at the moment. He's just going to focus on holding off Sam Waddell. They are a full half length, half track ahead of Joe Ingram. 3 to go. Grant Flynn, the Burger King 6B. Waddell, just the focus nose up the inside of Bingston. 2 to go now for Flynn. Stealth Engineering, 58P, holding on to second. We'll get the white flag for Grant Flynn. Won it back in 2004. He's going to take another one. Oh, Waddell looks to the inside of Bingston. First to decide the yellow and blue trophies on the podium.
No, he's got it.
Can he hold on for just one more corner? Peter Bingston. Waddell to the high line.
No, he's right.
Grant Flynn takes the win. Peter Bingston home in second place. Sam Waddell in third.
Peter's best time, 16.950. Grant Flynn was 16.931.
Yep. And Sam Waddell is 16.7.
He's smoking a bit too, it looks like.
Very much so.
'82 Bob Smith. 1P is Elvis Rollins. Then we go back to 24. Gary Smith. Behind them, the 62W. That's Alan Fron. Charlie Harper. 41 towards the rear of the field as well. In the hands of, I'm pretty sure, Paul Ehrlich tonight. And then Farmer Clausen in the 15. So let's have a look and see as they come around. 82 the lead car, 1, we go back to 6P, that's Dave Evans, Charlie Harper behind him, and then we go to the 24, Alec Hamilton, that's Gary Smith, and then 41 is Paul Ehrlich, just passing or trying to find an inside gap, and then we go back to 15, which is Malcolm Clausen's car, or Dave Evans' car. Oops, Malcolm just clipped the wall. He'll be rushing home to paint over that before he gets home, I'm sure. But no doubt at all about the winner so far. Or the lead car is 82S. That is Bob Smith. He's the lead car. Then we go back into Dave Evans sitting in 6th place. Then Charlie Harper in the other 6. And then we go to Elvis Rollins. 41 is Paul Ehrlich tonight. At Farmer Clausen just on the inside. 24 is right beside him. That's Gary Smith. And then we go back to, it looks like 37 at this stage. Bob Smith in the 82. Dave Evans right behind him. Charlie Harper. Then we go back to Paul Ehrlich, Elvis Rollins. Bob Smith doing a pretty good job tonight. And the first time he's been out in front for so long. But Dave Evans trying to find a way through the inside. Charlie Harper right in behind Dave Evans. The General is trying to get past the yellow car. Whoops, we had a bit of a spin. Malcolm Clausen spun up in the 15, and we had another car spin up too. It's the Elvis's car. Elvis is trying to leave the building early. Elvis rolling. Charlie Harper and Dave Evans are locked together side by side as they go down the straight. Malcolm Clausen is sitting on the grass on turn 3. Let's have a look and see as they start to come up now. 82 still the lead car. Bob Smith. Dave Evans trying to find a gap at the inside, but he can't yet. Charlie Harper right in behind Evans, trying to find a way through. Paul Erdett sitting in 4th place at the moment. Then we go back to the 24 car of Gary Smith, and we go to the 62W. That's Alan Frew. And Elvis Rollins at the back of the field. Charlie Harper got in front of Dave Evans. Is now that car, Bob Smith's car, or Gary Smith, I should say, now in 3rd place. So the lead car has changed. It's Charlie Harper. Dave Evans having a little bit of a wobble on the straight, unusual for the general. And 82 right in behind him. That's Bob Smith. So Charlie Harper, Dave Evans, Bob Smith. Then we go back to Malcolm Clausen. Then we go to 24. That's Gary Smith. And Elvis has left the building again. Elvis Rollins spun around. Charlie Harper, the lead car. Then we go to Dave Evans. 82-7. He's nudged the wall. Nudged the wall fairly heavily too, in fact. That's Gary Smith. And the flag, it's Charlie Harper. Second is Dave Evans. Third would have to be Bob Smith.
William Humphreys will start from pole position. 62p, Adam Joblin outside. Seems like row 2 is empty. 38V, Zane Dykstra, and 34 of Rebecca Barr. Revs up, and we get the green. William Humphreys, a great jump ahead of Adam Joblin. Look at Blake Adamson already to the outside of Scott Joblin. And the race is on here. Humphreys holding on. Ahead of Adam Joblin, Zane Dykstra. Didn't have, Cody Hodge has gone around by himself here, the 21p. Zane, bit of an unlucky night last night, to be fair, the 38 car. William now. Still leading it over Adam Joblin. Zane Dykstra, Rebecca Barr, Blake Adamson, Scott Joblin. Trying to find the outside line now over William. Can't quite get it. Our points leader sitting out in front quite nicely for the time being. Remember, he's only got 1 point over Scott Joblin. Scott's a bit further back.
William Humphreys in the 94, the lead car. Adam Joblin. Zane Dykstra, Rebecca Barr, Blake Adamson is not running, or Blake Adamson.
Yep, in 5th.
And Scott Joblin.
Cody Hodge way down the end. Blake Adamson now looking to the outside of Rebecca Barr. Running that top line. 6 laps down, 6 laps to go. Adam Joblin doing everything he can to try and get by William Humphreys. Adamson, look at that, round the outside of Barr goes the 99 car. Barr tags him, tries to force him to the wall. So Adamson up into the 4th spot. William Humphreys just coasting out there in the 94p car. Adamson's right up on the cushion, as is Barr now, and Scott Joblin in behind. Rebecca Barr sits on 55, Scott's on 60. That won't be enough to elevate her over Scott, but possibly you could see a runoff between the two brothers. Possibly. 2 to go for Humphreys. Holding on nicely in the 94 car. Adam Joblin chasing him down. Blake Adamson's done a great job. He's already caught up to Zane Dykstra as well in the 38V. Can he find himself on the podium for this last heat? White flag, 1 to go. Now Adam Joblin throws it high. Humphreys will be keeping an eye on the mirrors there. Joblin puts the bumper in now onto Humphreys. Humphreys would have been set for that one though. Coasted out of 4 and he takes the win, and he will take the title as well, William Humphreys. Second to Adam Joblin. Third place goes to the 38V of Zane Dykstra as well. Then we go back to Blake Adamson, Rebecca Barr,
Scotty Joblin and Cody Hodge.
Scott Joblin and Cody Hodge there as well. William Humphreys will take the title ahead of Adam Joblin and Scott Joblin.
Well, there's only 4 stock cars out for this one, so if there was a podium involved, it might not be too difficult to actually get there. Out of field off the front, we go to 58. Alan Smith, 54. Dennis Black. We're racing. Out of field out in front, then we go back to 7S. That's Emilio Hatcher. Alan Smith in the, 58. It's not sure his transponder is actually working. Dennis Black clocking up another lap. His transponder is not working, but I think he might be in second place. 54, Dennis Black might be in third place. There's every chance. There's no responder action from the 7S car as they pass over the transponder wires. There's nothing there. So Hannaford has done 3, Dennis Black has done 3, Alan Smith has done 3 now. According to the lap count, 7S hasn't completed anything. So we might have to wait for a manual result on that. In the field out in front, not in the field, Hannaford out in front. Alan Smith with Dennis Black in the 54V, right in behind. Last lap. Looks like Hannaford may take this one. It's been a while since she's been first over the line. We hope she can do it. Looks like it. Straightens up, takes the flag. Looks like Emilio Hatcher in second place, 54, Dennis Black in third.
Stock car, king of the arena, heat 3. Off the pole position will be the 151C, Wade Sweeting. Alongside the 278, Kyle Taylor. 76, Cameron Renwick. 417 of Kurt Browning. 212V, Blair Reeve Smith. 45, Aaron Watson. 94, William Humphreys. 6V, Kaylin Mooney. 544K, Dion Henderson. 134, Rebecca Barr. Current points leader, Taylor Lamp, the 992 on 56 points. 6V, Kaylin Mooney, on 55 points. 134, Rebecca Barr on 52. William Humphreys on 51. 151, Wade Sweeting on 50. 26, Maizan Lee's also on 50. 88, Troy Cleveland on 47. Royden Winstanley, 82p. And 84p, Matt Webb on 46. And 10p, Caleb Gooseney on 45. Josh Humble off 11. Nathan Rees off 12. Taylor Lamps on 13, our points leader. Got Caleb Gooseney alongside. There's Lucas Hay and Kyle Rowe. To see Lucas back out for this one. No McLaughlin. Tomlin's there. Burmester and the Otaki Express Ra. Ricky Hahn. Troy Cleveland. Jaden Hall. Byron Rowlands. Royden Winstanley. Kaylin Mooney down the back. Sorry, Maizan Lee's down the back. Jesse Henderson. Matt Webb. Jack Rarity and Hamish McLeod. $12 laps. Let's see who's going to take out the stock car king of the arena, thanks to Plummer and the team at ACP. Wait on Andrew McKeenan. And we get the green. Humble straight out. Straight to the pole line. In fact, he's been pushed across it. There's the 4H. Down in front, though, Kyle Taylor's getting down to business. Sorry, it's Wade Sweeting, Kyle Taylor in second. As it looks like Cameron Renwick's been spat to the infield. William Humphreys trying to make his way through now as Kaylin Mooney's pushing into 6B. Mooney second on points. See where our blockers are. Lucas Hay, I think that's the 13, has taken the 93 to the infield. And Daniel Burmister's been spun out by Mooney. They couldn't stop him a couple of weeks back. Not till the very end. So Kyle Taylor, I think this Maizan Lee's gone around the far end. And the Palmy boys are on the pole line. Revs up and we get the greens again. Byron Rowland on the infield in the 97 car. And who is Lucas Hay lining up this time? The 13. Out in front though, it's Kyle Taylor.
Whoa!
Oh, big pile up, one up the wall here in the pit gate, but a big pile up down the grandstand area as well. Wade Sweeting and Rebecca Barr involved in that one. Looks like Browning as well from Greymouth. Rarity's on the infield. Out in front it is Kyle Taylor. William Humphreys in second. Aaron Watson's in the wall down here in turn one. Burmister's back on track, the 172. Humphreys to the outside of Kyle Taylor. Jaden Hall on the pole line as well. All the Palmy guys working together very good here. Troy Cleveland goes to the wall courtesy of Kyle Rowe, and Cleveland's up, the 88 from Blenheim, courtesy of Kyle Rowe. Looks like Lucas Hay has got the 417 of Browning. And the Palmy boys are on the blocks. Burmister's got Blair Eve Smith, and Hicks came in for a shot there too. Red's out. We get the green. Taylor Lamp trying to get by Kaylin Mooney this time. Got one spin up there, and that's Lucas Hay. There's Mooney now. Oh, Jaden Hall drives over the top, and Kaylin Mooney, there's just no stopping him. He drives away from Taylor Lamp, your points leader, Kaylin Mooney. Rebecca Barr is in the wall in the front of the grandstand. William Humphreys has got some issues there, the 94 car. He's pulled to the infield. Gets caught up with Lucas Hay. Humphreys is he going to rejoin the track? No. The 94 out of this one by the looks of things. But Kaylin Mooney's driving away at the moment. Could even have a runoff unless Taylor Lamp can get him himself. And Taylor Lamp up the inside, and he is your new points leader here. Unless Kayla Mooney can put the bumper in. William Humphries is trying to get back on track. Some smoke coming from that left rear on the 6V car. Dion Henderson's your race leader, the 544. The right front's completely locked up on the 94. No wonder Williams going nowhere.
.135, waiting.
He's going to get Kaylen Mooney. Mooney looks to the inside, goes to the outside, and now Mooney's been taking the wall. And he's got Lucas Hay to help him. Mooney's up and over. White flag, 1 to go. 1 to go for Dion Henderson. Kyle Taylor in second. And Taylor Lamb will sew the title up here. Reds are on.
Why did Mooney go to the right?
Revs up. And we've got the green this time round. It will be Dion Henderson that gets us to the line. Jaden Hall's going to chase him, but it is the last lap. So Henderson wins it ahead of Kyle Taylor. Taylor Lamb is the new king of the arena. Hamish McLeod, Caleb Gooseney, Royden Stanley, Matt Webb, Blair Reeves-Smith, Nathan Rees, Kyle Rowe, Ricky Hahn and Kurt Browning. Your only finishes there.
This is the runoff for third.
Yep, Winstanley on the pole.
Caleb Gosney in the 10V.
Let's hope that they've been explained the rules. Because I'm fairly certain Royden was one pinged for a couple last year.
Well,
or
they
something.
certainly talked about that at the drivers' meeting, and somebody asked a question about it. And you can hold somebody in the wall momentarily, but you can't stay there. You've got to keep moving. So it was explained again tonight. So,
well, that's good.
It shouldn't happen.
All right, here we go. Now I'd say that the 82V actually started, 82P started in front of the 10V to be fair there, but we're going to go racing either way. Winstanley is off and away. $1,000 to the winner of this runoff as well. That's what it's worth. Don't ask me what you get if you don't win the runoff, but I know the winner of the runoff gets $1,000.
I think you get annoyed, don't you?
Probably.
I think the cars are pretty well both balanced.
They're pretty even in pace, aren't
and
they?
I think if Royden drives cleanly, he will be okay. That's two.
Yeah, Winstanley's pulling away now.
The alternative that Gosney has is to stop
well,
and wait,
I don't know if he has
or slow down.
I don't know if he has. He's not close enough for a big dive bomb either.
No.
So last lap here for Royden Winstanley and Caleb Gooseney to make sure there's at least 2 Palmy cars on the podium. In the 82P, Royden Winstanley, well deserved, well earned win there. Makes the trek up from Nelson each week to race here and picks up 3rd place here at the King of the Arena.